Right. With my previous guests, it's always nice to invite back, with no exception. Coming back on my show, Emme Lentini joining me on my show. How are we today?
Yeah, really well. How are you?
Yeah,
Nice to
I'm
see you,
good.
Dan.
Thank you for accepting my invitation to come back onto my
Oh,
show.
well, thank you for re-inviting me. I'm excited.
That's fine. I'm glad of your company. So last time I spoke, I've done my homework. It's been about 8 months. Time's just flown.
Has it been 8 months?
It is, I'm
Oh
afraid.
my goodness.
And
Wow, okay.
last time we
That's a
chatted, you were
revelation.
promoting a time machine. How did that single go? How
Yes.
how how was it
Yeah,
received? And what have you been up to since
yes.
then, Emmy?
Thank you. So the song has been really well received, and I'm really happy about that. And I was able to shortly after we chatted, I was able to put out a live recording of the song as well in the studio, and so that was video. It was videography.
Mm.
The guy did that, so I got that and got to put it up on YouTube. So that was fun. And now I'm so excited that we're talking because I'm in the studio now. I've been writing lots of new music and I've got a song because of you and it will be out. Don't have an exact date, but it will be probably in the next month. So be looking for that, folks. It's because of you. I hope that it will touch the hearts of people that are listening to it. And I'm really thrilled to have a new song coming out.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing the news on that. We may be able to touch that at a later date if it's still in the process of being released. Wanted to concentrate on one of your main singles, something to do with an ocean. Hence, I've got an ocean on my backdrop here.
Yes. Yes, it's called Oceanside, and I love the song. It was so fun. It was a collaboration with Gray Cortez over in LA, written over Zoom, actually. We never were physically in the same space writing the song.
Mm,
And then it was co-produced by Dan Antonovich over here in New Zealand,
mm.
and he and Greg worked together. So it was a really cool collaborative song where the songwriting was one thing, and that was really fun to work with Greg, and then singing it and then being able to kind of let those two do their magic in terms of production. And it was really fun. And I think I look back at it as one of my favorite times
Mm.
because it was so special to be able to share that with two amazingly talented producers and also friends. So it
It's
was
doing
really
really well
fun.
on Spotify as well, with the numbers, which is good.
Yes, it is doing well. Apple Music, that's kind of where I'm concentrating.
Mm.
My focus now is Apple Music because they really take care of the songwriters and artists. Apple Music and also YouTube. I did a music video for it. So this was we had kind of various lockdowns here in New Zealand. I know everyone else did too, but we were a little bit delayed. So when everyone else had opened up, we were going
Mm.
into our lockdowns. So in 2021, we were in this really long lockdown, and so I put together some basically clips that I had done at home by the sea with my children and friends, and then sent it over to a very good friend, Prashant Shah, and he oversaw it. So now the music video is out as well. I hope it makes people feel relaxed and
Mm.
happy, and yeah.
I wanted to ask, in the 8 months as well since we last spoke, have you managed to um, perform anywhere in the world?
Just via performing like over online. So
Mm.
that's I've had some opportunities over at Heart of Indie Radio. They did a big global indie concert, so I did that, and that was super fun. But I do have some things lined up for
Mm.
later this year.
Yeah.
I've actually submitted for some music festivals, so I'm hoping that I'll hear soon that
Yeah.
that I've been accepted. And then I've got some local shows as well later this year. So yeah, kind of getting back into performing live again. Yeah, after some time away. I do sing at church though, so that's not a performance per se, but it's an opportunity to share music, live music with people. Yeah.
Well, fingers crossed, you'll get the gigs because I know
Yes.
I know gigs are, so to speak, they're like gold dust, aren't they? They're quite hard to get these days with a lot of
Yes.
so much competition out there, but you just got to be yourself and put yourself out
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Exactly. And if not this year, they'll be next year.
Yeah.
And so yeah, music's forever in my
Mm.
book. So it's all
Well,
good.
like about you as well, you've got a very positive outlook in this music business as well. How essential is to have that quality?
I think in my experience, it's essential because you will get a lot of no's, and you'll get maybes, and you'll get a lot of I'll get back to you. And you really have to be able to not only believe in yourself, but
Mm,
believe in the music that you're writing and that you're sharing. And for me, it's the message that I want to share with people that is so heavy on my heart. I just want people to know that they're loved. I want to encourage them. And for me, that's how that kind of, well, that really motivates me
mm.
in terms of, persevering through,
I
all the stuff
know.
that goes on in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
But no, I think having a positive attitude in any line of work is essential. Our attitude can certainly color the lens that we see the world in. So I'd
Mm.
like my lens to be nice and clear and happy.
Yeah, brilliant. Good for you. You're a singer, songwriter. And I understand you also work in other fields of the arts as well, like TV and radio, even.
Yeah, so primarily in radio, I really enjoy being able to host a show it's actually over in Nashville, so hosting a few shows over with Eddie Davis and Heart of Indie Radio. But I also do a lot of outreach programs, so I'm helping kids with mentoring and
Mm,
songwriting and whatnot. And then I have had experience with TV and film. Some of my music's been chosen
mm.
as different scenes and different things like that, so that's always fun. And then some producing as well, so it's fun. It's enjoyable. I like being creative.
Yeah,
I love storytelling, which is probably why that theatrical person comes out
yeah,
that's inside of me when
yeah.
I'm writing music as well. Yeah.
It's good to have more strings to your bow as well. I'm pleased that you managed to get in, your gigs and your work coming through during these times still.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
That's fine. And do you prefer to work solo or with other artists?
Oh, that's a great question. I think with other artists, I haven't had a lot of collaborations with other artists. I have collaborated with other songwriters for different songs, and that's been a great experience and a
Hmm.
learning experience too, because I was so used to writing by myself. But it's really lovely to meet other people, and you've got you've got another brain working
Yeah.
in there. But in terms of collaboration with other producers, that's something that I love. And I am not a producer myself. It's not one of my talents. So I can, in terms of giving my opinion, be the creative kind of overall producer. But in terms of the technical aspect, have that is not a skill set I have. So I love working with Dan Antonovich, and of course I've worked with Al Clay over in the UK. Immensely talented man. Dan's talented too. I've worked with Gray Cortez. So I've been able to meet lots of different people, and I think that that's something that's beautiful about music, is it is a very collaborative art form, and it is something that people feel that beautiful kind of connection through
Hmm.
the melodies and through the production. So it's something yeah, I want to keep doing it forever. So
And I
I'll
read
be
you.
101
Yeah.
and still singing, Danny.
Yeah, no, keep going, keep going, keep going. I read as well you find music therapeutic as well, and to have that healing power on other people, that must be rewarding.
It is. I think for me personally, it's always been something that has made me joyful and happy. And a lot of times when I'm writing music, I don't necessarily know how I'm feeling until the song is written, if that makes sense. So
Hmm.
for me, it's kind of like an amazing realization to see the different emotions or different stories that are inside of me that come out when I'm writing. And it's a relief. And then to know that these songs then are shared around the world, and someone takes the time to write to me and say, hey, this song really hit me hard and here's why, and then they share their story. That is something that is, I'll never ever get tired or bored of music because of that connection that allows me to be with other people. So yeah.
I just had a train of thought going back to like streaming
Yeah.
platforms. One thing about streaming platforms, the music goes worldwide. Back in the day, it was just released in the country, and then you had to buy the records as an export. So at least there
Yeah.
is that good side to of the streaming services. And Oceanside, you can preview that on most platforms, can you? Like YouTube, as you say,
Yeah.
Apple.
It's on all major
Yeah.
platforms. It is on Spotify, which is great for music discovery. But in terms of like supporting artists, I would say Apple Music is one of the better ones. And there's Deezer, there's yes, YouTube as well. There's also a music video. So if people don't don't want to buy the song, that's fine. It's on YouTube and it's
Yeah.
free. And then it's also on my website where you can download it and own it yourself. Yeah.
Nice. And Oceanside, is this taken from an album at all? One of your
No,
collections?
this was a one-time single, but I think at some point it will be added to an album because it's sort of, I don't know, I feel like there's more traction on the song that I'd like to see.
Mm.
So yeah, maybe even an acoustic version of the song one time.
Oh,
There
that's a
is
good
also a
thought.
dance version. There's a dance version of the song. So I worked with his name is Stash, and he's super fun. And so if you like this song, but you think, gosh, I really would like to dance to it, well, there's a version as well, the remix. So that
Oh.
was fun.
So Oceanside's been reinterpreted quite a number of times, a couple of times,
A couple of times, yes, or well,
more than a
the
couple.
the main one, and then the remix. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that was super fun. Yeah.
nice. Finally, as since we're talking about oceans and we're on an island, well, I am. What three items would you like to take to a desert island? I always like to finish the interview on a light-hearted note.
Wow. I would love to bring a really good book, maybe
Hmm.
a series of books that I can pretend are all in one, because I'm only allowed to have three things. So a large book with multiple stories in them. I would bring, um, this is a really great question.
Musical
I
instrument?
would bring, I would bring something that I could listen to music to. That would be essential.
Hmm.
And I would bring my Bible/journal. That's what I would bring.
Ah,
Yeah.
some good choices there. That's quite a hard question to think of something on the spot just like that. So I'll take the
Yeah.
hat off to you.
I'm
Well,
like sweating. I'm going, what
yeah,
would I bring?
top marks, top marks. So Emme Lentini, all for me to do is play your new, well, your release, Oceanside. It's already been released, but we'll give it another respin on my
Thank
show.
you.
So would you like to
Thank
introduce
you
it on
so
my
much.
show?
I
All over,
would. I would.
please.
Thank you. Yes. So my name is Emme Lentino, and I've had the best time talking with Danny's son on tonight's episode. And I would love to share Oceanside with you tonight. Enjoy.
Brilliant. Well, always a pleasure. Always a blast having you on, Emmy. And we'll
Thank
see,
you.
as the dentist says, see you in 6 months.
Yes, see you in 6 months. Thank you so much. Have
Take
a beautiful
care.
evening. Okay.